Hey everybody, Coach Troy here. Now the other day I was at the thrift store and I came up with an unusually lucky find. Now just in time for the holiday season, my holiday of course being Halloween, I came across this in the book section of Savers. Normally shopping at Savers is a horror story in its own right, but this time fortune was on my side. For just a couple of bucks I picked up my own copy of Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. Now, for those of you who are around my age, we may remember troll book orders when we were in grade school, and we had options to buy so many different things. Sticker kits, fancy pencil boxes, and of course, books. And there was one book that was at the height of literary achievement, and that was this one. Now, who doesn't love a good, scary story? And sure, there were other scary books as well, but this one definitely stood out for multiple reasons. First off, all the stories in here were only a couple pages at best, so they were short, quick, and easy to read. Always a plus for younger readers. As for the stories themselves, a lot of us already knew many of these stories or different takes on them. For me, the big one that stood out was The Big Toe, a story about a young man who tries to save a little bit of money by stealing a toe from a fresh grave as opposed to buying some meat from the meat market. Meat market or butcher? Whatever. Now that one stuck out to me because when I was a child, my mother had her own story about a child who was supposed to go buy some liver from the butcher, but instead spent all of the money on candy, and therefore had to steal a liver from a fresh grave and bring it home. In both stories, the corpse was none too pleased about missing a certain body part, and so that evening stalked the child. The moral of the stories, I guess, being don't cannibalize the freshly dead in order to get ahead financially. In this book, there are 33 different stories, poems, and songs that you can freak your friends out with. And that was one of the more fun parts. You could actually retell these when you had sleepovers, or when you went camping, or any such event like that. And while the stories were good, I do have to say that the songs were a little weak. That was always my least favorite part. There's only a few of those. Mostly it's just good, creepy storytelling. And while the stories were good, they were really brought to life by probably the best feature of this book, and that is the incredible artwork. So while Alvin Schwartz collected and retold all the folklore and stories, it was really Stephen Gammell who brought this book to life with this incredible artwork. I mean, all of it in here is just so creepily surreal. Look at this. There's no color. It's just monochrome black and white, but just amazing. These images gave us nightmares. From simple body parts being shown to just surreal depictions of haunted houses. And the faces of the people that he drew, they just look so inhuman. Something so unsettling about them. Even pictures of little babies seemed super possessed and unnatural. The dead man's brains was a particular favorite of mine, something about how happy that lady looked, and how just nonchalant the actual human head looked that she was serving. It's actually pretty tragic to say that in recent reproductions of this book, they were not able to use this same artwork, and went for something a lot more cutesy and child-friendly. Needless to say, I loved this book when I was growing up. In fact, I loved all three. That's right, they had 3 different books. I somehow kept on to the 3rd book through all the years, so finding this one made me extremely happy. Now, I just gotta find that 2nd book. Anyway, do you have any fond memories of this book or any other horror books when you were a child? Let me know. This is Coach Troy. I'll see y'all next time.